Hi crafty friends. Wow, thank you so much. I've been so overwhelmed by all of the lovely comments and messages I've had about my flowers that I've posted over the last couple of days. Now that I've got my new die cutting machine, I'm back to making more flowers, which is what I love doing. So what I will do for you is I'll do a little series of flower making videos that'll all sort of interlink onto each other. So it'd be too much to do in one go, so I'm going to break it all down and show you lots of different styles. There's different things I use, and the centres, how I decorate them, so it'll be easier to break down into little chunks for you. So between the ones on this card here and the little ones on here, they have all been made using a combination of two products, and that is my beautiful Dreamees die and my Woodware punch. So this is a 2-inch in diameter basic 5-petal flower shape, and this is a decorative die used for cutting these out. I wasn't going to pop it through the machine because the machine's so noisy, so I thought I would have a set already done for you. So there's a few basic tools that I use for my flower forming. You need a good foam mat, something really nice and thick and chunky. I've had this for many years, and it's covered in hot glue and glitter and wet glue and all sorts, but still works, still does the job, so why change it? And you also want some bowl tools. Now I do have different bowl tools, but this is my favourite one. I've had this for many years. It's from Tonic Studios. It's got a 2mm on that end and a 7mm on that, and I find that being the most size that I use for my flowers. So what I will do is I will just get my little glue gun switched on. So I've got some more of this lovely plum card. And I'll just pop that out. Now I'm just doing this for the purposes of the video. You would normally have a little plastic slider on, so you could punch them and then take them out and it'll all be in the bottom, but it's just for you to see what I'm doing. I usually take all the plastic sliders off anyway. I find them rather annoying. So all I'm going to do is, when you're flower forming, it's to form the petals into a more realistic shape. So in order for me to do that, I need a little bit better of a surface area. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to snip in to the petals, and that'll just help us be able to roll the bowl tool around more, and it'll give a more realistic appearance to the petals. So this plum card is I got this in Lidl. Absolute bargain. It was only a couple of £2, and it's 270 GSM. The sheets are 24 by 34 centimetres, so it's a bit awkward because it doesn't fit through my A4 trimmer, but apart from that, it's amazing. It's great for flowers, and it's got a really nice selection of colours in. For a couple of quid, it was well worth getting. So I'm going to take the larger end of my bowl tool and I'm going to roll it right round the outside of the petal. Now if you're using paper, you won't have to apply as much pressure. Because I'm using cardstock at 270 GSM, you need to apply quite a bit of pressure to see how those petals have come up. That's what you want. What you're doing is you're breaking the fibre around the outside of the paper to allow the petals to come up on itself. So you could use the flowers like that, which would give you this one, like a peony. But what we're going to do is we're going to turn the flower over and we're going to give that a press in the centre. So we're going around each petal nice in the centre. And I'm going to go around each petal. Alright, so just warming that glue gun up. I'm using a hot glue gun, it's nothing fancy, just a cheap one from online with the little glue sticks, but my preference for glue guns is it's got to have a metal nib. I find the ones with a plastic nib do run too much, they leak, and I don't think you can get into where you need to, and it is in as much detail as you can with a metal nib, so I always opt for one of those. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use one of these layers as a base, and I'm just going to pop some of this glue onto the bit sticking down, and this is just to have something for this to catch onto. So use my ball tool, because with it being metal you can just pull the glue off when it's dried. So there's my base layer done, and then I'm just going to make sure all these little bits have popped out. With this flower, which is the larger of these flowers, all I'm going to do is I'm going to roll around the inside and see how all of those petals have come up on themselves. So what I'm going to do is pop a bit of glue on the underside of there, and I'm going to set that in the centre. Do the next layer, roll it around again in the middle, because that's all I want is for those petals to come up. I'm not shaping anything like these ones, so all I'm wanting to do is for the petals to come up in a nice natural fashion. So this time what I'm going to do is I'm going to offset the petals. So I've got a petal here, a petal there. I'm going to go with one in the middle. So pop that in there. And then I'm going to miss a step, and I'm going to go with a smaller one. There's a little bit there, just not quite popped out. Let's just go over with my nail. There we go. Round again. A little bit of glue on the bottom. Now, as I say, I don't think this particular dye is available, but there's lots of similar ones, so just because you can't make this exact one, you can make ones quite similar. So there's my little flower. Now on the, let's see, don't find any pearls. On the peach ones, I used little pearls on the baby card. Use any colour shaped pearls you want, or you can use dazzlers. It's a little dazzler bead, one of those would look quite nice in the centre. What do you think? Yeah, it looks quite sweet. We'll go for one of those, eh? So we'll take them out, pop a little bit of glue on the inside, take off the tail. And then I'm going to take the little dazzler and just make sure he's touching the glue, and then there's the little flower done. So I'll just get a sheet of card for you to pop that on so you can see it a little bit more clearly. So there's your first little flower made. So if you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button under the video and make sure that the notification bell is turned on. That way you'll get a little notification when the next video is available. As I say, I'm going to do these all in a series, so they'll all interlink from one to the other. Also, if you're not already a member of the Facebook group, why don't you pop over and join us? You can search for the group by searching Opulence by Design Crafts card making group, or there'll be a link in the description under the video, depending on whether you're on a mobile or a tablet. I will put all the links to all of the information you need to know, like I usually do on my videos. So anyone new watching, if you go in the description of the video, you'll find everything you need from there. So thank you so much for joining us. Stay tuned and we'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye bye.